Boost your headshot accuracy guide, ultimate Valorant aiming guide. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will discuss some of the tips and tricks to how to improve your aim and get better headshot accuracy. I want to cover points and mistakes that I've noticed many players make while playing Valorant. I have done a little research and came up with a few tips that may help you in your headshot accuracy and gameplay. Now, let's get right into the video. Crosshair Placement. I'm sure many of you heard about the Crosshair Placement. It's having your crosshair at a suitable place or headshot level to get more accuracy and steal that kill. So what I've noticed that many new players tend to do is aim at the ground or even up at the sky. So what you could do is aim at head level. Easy to say, right? You may ask, how will I know which level or how will I know if my crosshair placement is correct? So one tip is that I would give is that it's almost like a trick. Basically, while in game, say unrated or competitive, in each map, you're going to find a lot of crates or boxes, sometimes even stacked one on top of the other. Let me tell you, this box is going to help you get that headshot level aim. Yes, all you have to do is place the top part of your crosshair near the top edge of any crates or boxes you can find, and you are good to go. The height of the box or crates is the height of the typical Valorant agent, so use this tip to get that consistency of headshot level aim. In all honesty, this helped me improve my aim so much. Now, let's talk about holding an angle or peeking around the corner. You need to make sure that your crosshair placement is in a position where your enemy could potentially peek or emerge from. Suppose you're holding a corner, make sure that your crosshair isn't an angle too wide or too open or close to the wall. If the opponent does a wide peek and your crosshair is too close to the wall, it would be difficult for you to flick them. In the same way, if your crosshair is too wide away from the wall, your opponent does a short peek, then again, it will be difficult for you to flick back to them, thus defeating the purpose of a proper crosshair placement. Now, if you're one who is peeking around the corner, make sure that you use your crosshair as close to the edge of the wall you're about to peek from. Use slow movements to clear each angle, don't move forward and peek, as this only makes it harder for you. Always move left or right, and this way, it helps you clear angles in a much efficient manner. And remember, always keep your crosshair at head level for good position. Mouse sensitivity. Finding out your mouse sensitivity also plays a vital role in this game. Valorant players tend to boil down battles to who gets the first, most accurate headshot. There is no room for error and accuracy and speed are required. The mouse is your primary weapon when it comes to PC gaming. The maps created by Valorant are narrow and built for maximum involvement. Most professional players aim to maintain the crosshair steady and limit their sensitivity with multiple peak points and narrow pathways. This is due to the game's lack of demand for 180 rapid shots. The average Valorant pro uses a mouse with a 400 or 800 DPI sensitivity and eDPI of 500 to 400. Now to get on in-game and find out your perfect sensitivity, start a custom game or use a shooting range to experiment with different sensitivity settings to discover one that works best for you. But remember to always choose what's comfortable for you. Recoil Control. We all know that Valorant is more than about just shooting. It's also about strategizing and outsmarting your opponents. Weapons are a primary tool we use to carry out our strategies, thus we must know how to use them. And to win these gunfights, you must learn the Valorant spray patterns and how to handle the recoil of all weapons. When firing a continuous series of shots, the recoil pattern is the way that bullets travel. If you aim at the wall and press the left mouse button, you will see the weapon's exact pattern. In Valorant, each weapon has its recoil pattern. In Valorant, the rules for controlling weapon recoil are identical to those found in most FPS games. To control any weapon spray, move the mouse in the opposite direction of the pattern with necessary speed and accuracy. It may be hard to control the recoil at first and takes days to practice, but the practice makes it perfect. The most used weapons in Valorant are the Phantom and Vandal. If you have noticed, Phantom or Vandal has a pattern that resembles a T. All you have to do is bring down your mouse and you'll notice they're pretty much hitting the center. This alone is enough to take down an enemy. After pulling downwards, move slightly to the left, and then to the right, back again to the left. If you have a hard time controlling the recoil pattern, all you have to do is crouch. This pulls down your aim or crosshair, thus controlling the first half of the recoil. Go into a range or start practicing this on the wall or bots, and the best way to memorize or get used to these patterns is by playing regularly. Even if you have a hectic schedule, make time to play Deathmatch or Spike Rush to keep your muscle memory refreshed on how to score headshots. Spraying, bursting, and tapping. Knowing when to spray, burst, or tap is the key to perfect gameplay. In Valorant, tapping works best with the Guardian with rifles, Vandals in ARs, and Sheriff in pistols. One tap means getting a clean headshot and a kill. In the long-range fight, though, tapping is better than spraying or bursting. This helps you get that accuracy. One tap is an ultimate go-to in duels for kills with players with better movement and good crosshair placement. Bursting environment is for people who can place their crosshairs and also have reasonable control of their movement. And for bursting, rifles like Bulldog and pistols like Frenzy are ideal. Bursting is a technique that falls in between tapping and spraying. Burst players usually stop after 2 to 5 shots, therefore they don't need to use one shot for a magazine, and bursting is generally used in situations where you peek and hit an enemy and then come back to a safer place where the enemy can't see you. This type of play requires a lot of strafing. This gives you a benefit in a fight by peeking and still being able to reposition safely. Valorant spraying is for people who can't handle a single tap but can control their recoil. Spraying is best done with ARs like Phantom and machine guns. Spraying happens when the trigger is held down and thus recoil is controlled. Because of the simple recoil pattern, Spectre and Phantom are easier to spray, and spraying is easier done in close to mid-range duels. If you have a reasonable recoil control, but find yourself in a long-range fight, then do not spray as your aim can get a bit off because of the recoil. Practice routines. Finding a good practice or training routine is crucial. There are numerous apps and websites available to help you improve your aim, as well as in-game range for practicing your headshot accuracy and flick. AimLab, Aimtastic, and AimTrainer.io are 3 external aim trainers I prefer. I would also recommend using the range as one of the best places to practice your gameplay and improve your aim, and it will help you get a better idea on how the game works. First, go to the shooting range and take down bots staying behind the barrier. In this case, I would mainly use Sheriff or Guardian to help me improve my one-tap accuracy. Next, I would go in between the bots and start killing them again. In this scenario, don't just shoot the bots in your line of sight. Instead, try shooting alternatively like the ones on the left or to the right. First use Classic and then move on to Phantom or Vandal and start taking them down. While in range, don't just focus on one tapping, practice bursting and spraying too, as different styles are needed for different cases. Don't forget to practice strafing and counter-strafing. Repeat this method a few times. Then finish a routine with a few deathmatches. While playing a deathmatch, I have seen a lot of players just try to place first. I would advise you not to aim to get 40 kills first. Try playing it like an actual competitive game, by peeking corners slowly or holding an angle like an actual match. This way it will improve your aim and help you improve your game sense and help you familiarize yourself with the map angles. I hope this video gave you an idea to how to improve or boost your aim accuracy. If this video helped you, or if you have more tips and tricks, make sure to comment down below and, well, thanks for watching! Goodbye!